Just before we get into the main part of this video, I want to say thank you very much. We've gotten over 300 views on the painting. It's amazing. Yeah, it's past the amount that I asked for originally, which is amazing. But let's keep that going. Let's keep the views going. Let's keep the interaction going between this channel and you guys. Also, interaction, subscribers. We're at 41 at the moment, but we are aiming for 100 and counting. So let's hit that subscribe button and keep it going, because 73.2% of you aren't subscribed. We're looking to turn that around into a positive amount with over 50% of you that are subscribed. So let's get to it. Hit that subscribe button, and yeah, if you'd like to stay up to date on anything that's going on with this channel, you can follow the Instagram page at thornrose_productions, or like the Facebook page, Thornrose Productions. Both links will be in the description of this video. With all that said, again, hit that subscribe button, like the video if you liked it, otherwise, yeah, dislike it, tell me what you didn't like in the comments down below. Share it around, let's get the name of this channel out there. It's a channel for creators supporting other creators and having fun. And yeah, let's get into the main part of this video. Welcome back to another video on the channel. This is a different type of video, a Q&A as you can see by the title, and I'm here with Emma Tomlinson. How you doing, Emma?
I'm good, how are you?
Good. So today I just want to get to know a bit about you and the music you have and are releasing.
Awesome.
Cool, so just a couple of quick facts about who you are.
What would you like to know, fact-wise?
Obviously we already said your name, your age, and what you do exactly.
So I'm 20 years old, and other than a professional musician, I'm also a full-time student at the University of Sunshine Coast, studying a Bachelor of Creative Industries, majoring in music and minoring in drama. I am in my third and final year. I'm also secretary on the student guild there, as well as a USC high performance music student, so I train in the athlete program there. But aside from that, I'm already studying what I'm already involved in outside of university. So I'm a professional musician, an artist, an actor, etc. Yeah, and I've been performing professionally ever since I was 13 years old. I've kind of always been in the depths of the arts ever since I was about 5 years old, I'd say, in both dance, singing and acting. But I would say singing came about when I was about 8 years old. I found myself on the Gold Coast performing arts into stage, singing with Michelle Crawford's Performing Arts School, and that's where I discovered I could sing and that I really wanted to pursue music and singing as a full-time career, as you know, who doesn't want a job that they actually love doing, and that's, you know, what I love doing currently and will always love doing. Since I was about 13, I got into classical training, studying opera and the technique of bel canto that comes with opera, and bel canto means beautiful singing in Italian. So I got taught how to sing beautifully by the beautiful and wonderful Maggie Noonan, who is the mother of Katie Noonan from Ben George, for those who know that, and Ty Noonan as well. She's kind of been a part of my journey and, you know, growing up in the industry as far as I can remember, and she's the reason why I actually sing like I do today and who I am today. So I sing that woman with all my heart, love her very dearly. But you know, since then I've also been doing shows like I've done X Factor. I auditioned recently for The Voice as well.
Hi, my name's Emma Tomlinson. I'm 19 years old, and this is a audition tape for the Voice Australia 2020. The song I will be auditioning with is Amy Winehouse's Back to Black. We've only said goodbye words. I died 100 times, and you go back to where and I go back to.
I've done the Australian Event Awards. I recently just did Start Sequence, which was a Noosa Council project, and I got to the top 3 of that with songwriting. In regards to songwriting, I have released already 2 singles. So I released my single Rosemary and my single Silver Lightning, and soon to come my full EP.
Yep.
And then after that, a new release coming up that will be under wraps for a little bit that I can't really talk about. But yeah, and also along with that, I would say that a main figure I place when I'm, you know, doing my music is piano, as I'm self-taught piano player. I learned from YouTube, which is an amazing vessel for whatever you want to do, no matter what it is. What do you want to learn? If you want to learn how to do origami, there you go. If you want to learn how to saw your house down, there you go. Go do that though. But yeah, so piano has always been a big part of, you know, who I am as a musician, especially in accompanying myself. I did have some lessons with Maggie Noonan as well, but yeah, that's pretty much what I use in my stage presence. But if not, I'm either doing opera, musical theatre, or I'm doing dancing and acting.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's a very, very busy life.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh, one other thing, I will say, only being 20 last year when I was 19, I got awarded youngest entrepreneur on the Sunshine Coast for Noosa by the Noosa News because I did my own concert in Noosa Alive 2019, got opera fund. We had Peter Coppers involved, who's from the band The Church, and I did all of my own music, but also I did like mixed genre performances. So I did a bit of opera, did a bit of musical theatre, did a bit of jazz, did a bit of contemporary, bit of Queen, Freddie Mercury as well, and it's just some of my own material. So yeah.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you've actually answered the next question a little bit, saying that you've already played piano and taught yourself to play.
Yeah.
Are there any other instruments you currently play?
No, unfortunately, due to a chronic nerve injury, which is why I wear this glove, I am getting a new one, so it is a bit disastrous, a bit holy, Michael Jackson, might I say. I can't actually play any other instrument ever again due to the severity of my nerve injury, as it was a workplace accident where I was placing a fish knife into a gaffer tape and cardboard scabbard. And for those who don't know what a scabbard is, that is a knife case. And it went through the knife case and sliced open my left index finger, left me a nice juicy scar and permanent nerve damage. So the kind of nerve damage I have is complex fusional pain syndrome type 2, which is the worst one you can have. It's where all your nerves are affected, especially your peripheral nerves, as I also cut my median artery as well. So a lot of the circulation in my hand doesn't flow properly, and my hand goes really purple and swollen. Yeah, it's even a miracle that I'm still playing piano because it is quite painful. But I just, you know, because I'm so passionate about what I do, I just chill it off and go, yeah, I'm fine, but inside, I'm dying. But yeah, so I can't even clap. Like if I have to clap, I have to do good old knee slapper or good old like that or like that because of the sensation. It's just too much and it causes an exacerbation. But yeah, no, I wish I could play other instruments, but other than that, if I did want to play other instruments, I've got technology.
Yeah.
Exactly. I've got like Pro Tools and I've got Logic, so I'm fine. That's okay. But yeah, piano I would say is the only one I'm able to play at the moment.
Right, yeah. So you say you do all these different things, musical theatre, acting, singing. What is your end goal for your career?
My end goal for my career is to never stop because, you know, you never just the once successful. There's always pursuing to keep being successful and keep believing in what you do and what you put out there and encouraging others. So I feel my end goal would be, you know, to release an amount of songs that I know that I'm happy with, that has reached a lot of people, but also my end goal would be you know, to make sure that I'm happy with what I'm doing. You know, it's not always about going on stage and performing and the money you earn from it and the royalties you earn from it and the connections you have. It's about making sure that, you know, I'm in love and happy with what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And that's the end reason. So I would say that would be my end goal, just to continuously pursue in, you know, having happiness with what I do, and that I'm always going to be like, you know, in love with what I do.
Cool. So on your road to that goal, what do you think will be the largest obstacle you have to overcome to get there?
I feel the largest obstacle, I would say, is to get around with my hand. Absolutely. I would also say because I suffer from chronic reflux as well, which isn't good for a singer at all. I don't even know how I'm still singing because it is quite bad. But, you know, just to pursue through anything that, you know, gets in my way. Yeah, honestly, I don't know what else to think of. What would be another obstacle? I would just say that, you know, getting around my nerve injury and getting around my internal illnesses that I have, and, you know, just to put that message out there to other artists and other, you know, kids who, you know, want to grow up and they want to do music, or they want to be an actor, or they want to be a dancer, or they want to be a model, or they want to be a photographer, whatever they want to be in the creative industries, that you know, if you have a terminal illness, or if you have an injury that affects you day by day, you know, not to let it stop you. Like, you look at all the Paralympians, like I train with them, you know, some of them are missing legs, some of them are missing arms, some of them are missing both legs, some of them, you know, are in a wheelchair for life, but they're participating in something that they love because they just haven't given up at all. So yeah, I definitely say that's my biggest obstacle.
Cool. Now we're transitioning a little bit into the music side of this. What does music mean to you, and what does being an artist mean to you?
Music means to me I'm able to breathe better. So I'm able to, you know, actually use my lungs and my diaphragm for why I'm on this earth, you know. So I'm able to go, that's what music is to me, just being able to breathe and be alive. And, you know, being an artist means to me, you know, I'm not just the one word, I'm many words. So artists can be a multitude of things, no matter what, and it juxtaposes and a lot of the stereotypes that we get put as artists, because, you know, artists are seen as such underpaid, and, you know, it's not really an ideal job to do. But when you think about it, an artist can be whoever they want, whenever they want, and they can create whatever they want.
Yeah.
And there's no schedule. There's no, yeah, sure, you can make an artist do 9 to 5 work, but it's with that time frame that they're creating something that's going to affect other people, like a scientist. So I would say that an artist is like a scientist, that they're always innovating to create something new, but they're never the one word.
Yeah. Very well put.
Thank you.
Now, speaking of artists, if you had to collaborate with an artist, who would it be and why?
I would say I would love to collaborate, if he was alive, Freddie Mercury, as I've been told by a lot of other artists, especially who are high up in the ARIA charts as well, that I resemble a female Freddie Mercury. I'm straight though. So a straight female Freddie Mercury, because obviously I play with a lot of classical crossover with my music, singing opera, and playing piano as well, and wanted to place that more in what I do with my pop stuff. So yeah, so I would say Freddie Mercury, if he was alive, I would definitely want to collaborate with him, as, you know, he's such an icon and he's such a believer, and, you know, hear people say, no, you can't do that.
Yeah.
But he went and did it, and look what happened.
Exactly.
And that's, yeah, exactly. And the amount of times I've been told no by so many people that think, nah, she's not going to make it, no, that's not good enough. And yet, you know, here I am doing all this stuff, even, you know, everything that I've had to go through the years, and there's sort of people who have stolen from me, who have put me down, you know, for, you know, what I believe in and what I want to achieve with my music, and yet here I am today going,
there it is.
there it is.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it. But I would say that another person that I want to collaborate with is G Flip as well. But yeah, Freddie Mercury and G Flip.
Cool. Now, those artists that you would like to collaborate with, are they your idols, or is there somebody else that you look up to and is your idol?
I would say Freddie Mercury is definitely my idol. Number one. Like, I remember when I went and saw Bohemian Rhapsody and I cried so much. It's such a sad but beautifully filmed film. Freddie Mercury is definitely someone who I absolutely look up to.
So now we're going to talk about your music. You mentioned at the beginning of this that you have released a couple of songs, Aquarius, no, not Aquarius, that's the name of the EP.
Yes.
Rosemary and Silver Lightning.
Yes.
What does creating this EP mean to you and do for you?
Creating this EP means I'm sharing my story with people, because Aquarius is named after my zodiac, because I'm Aquarian, right? So I would say it's me putting out, you know, what I've had to deal with and my personal stuff, and placing that into a justice of poetry and storytelling that I've gone, this is what I want people to listen to. But, you know, it's not just my story. It's also when people listen to that, they interpret it as their own story and how that connects with them and what that means to them. Like that one lyric could go, oh my God, that's triggered this in my brain from when this happened to me, or what I'm going through. So I would say that's probably a really big impact on me when, you know, releasing music, is that it's not just about my own life, it's also about everyone else's life and what they do in the daily life and how they respond to that with my songs.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, before we get into the lyrics of these two released songs and your meaning of them, do you want those who listen to it to understand only your meaning or create their own as well?
Well, as I said before, like, I would love to share my meaning, but it's not always about me. It's about the audiences, because, you know, I'm the one doing the customer service here. I'm the one saying, I'm the one putting out my child to them, saying, here, listen to my child. What do you think of it? And then it's them taking that in and making it their own.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, putting a resource out and then using that resource for whatever they desire.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Sweet. So Rosemary was the first single that you released out of the two and from the whole EP.
Yep.
Let's dive right on into it.
Alrighty.
So you begin the song with a verse. Mirrors always fading, nothing changing, truth or you.
Yeah.
Sinners always waiting, loving baby blue. What does that mean?
So I would say that means, you know, I was with someone who was very toxic and I was very blinded by their toxicity and manipulation, that, you know, they'd see themselves in the mirror and they wouldn't change who they were and, you know, their behaviour. And so with me not recognising that, there was other people that were being affected by that in that sense. So like sinners always waiting, meaning he had all these friends that would encourage him more so to keep doing what he was doing and keep treating me the way he was. And baby blue means vulnerability and innocence. So that's, you know, me being vulnerable and innocent at the age I was, just going, oh, it's okay, you'll be fine, when really, no.
Not at all. No.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then we move on to the pre-chorus. Cold lips on darker days, falling glass as the Maria plays. Praise. I couldn't even read my own handwriting. Falling glass as the Maria prays.
Yes, that's it. So Cold Lips on Darker Days is me, you know, kind of saying, oh shit, why am I in this still? I need to get out. And then Maria prays, meaning I hope karma comes for you.
Cool. Now we've got that sort of the right lyrics.
Yes.
Your chorus. My lover's got Rosemary, so sweet and heavenly.
Yep.
Dark clouds begin to stray, Maria, dare do I pray.
So my love's got Rosemary, like the herb, you know. So that's about him having friends, mostly as girls. It's like, you know, girls have a lot of guy, like I've got a lot of guy friends, you know, if that's just you. And I have, you know, guy friends who have a lot of friends with girls, which is totally a normal thing. Like there's no gender stereotype that you have to be friends with a specific amount of people who are this gender and this gender, right? But it was the fact that a lot of his friends who were girls, he treated better than me and did a lot more for them than he would do for me and had more respect for them than me. And we'd been dating for like 2 years, so it was very like, wow, thanks mate.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so kind. Yeah, so he was kind of like, you know, so sweet and heavenly. Like that's how he sees them. They're so much sweeter. You know, I'm just here with my hand that he found was a nuisance, and he ignored it a lot and was like, oh, I'll get over it kind of thing. You know, just that loss of respect that he put into other women, which I thought was bullshit. And then dark clouds begin to stray. Me realising, going, right, I'm leaving you. Maria, dare do I pray? Same thing, karma needs to come for you.
Okay. So far, very, very meaningful.
Yeah.
And then we move on to the second verse.
Mm-hmm.
Golden gates breaking, nothing compares true.
Mm-hmm.
Only innocent saving, loving, only blue.
That's me standing up for myself and, you know, being in it for me and looking out for me, but also looking out for others and ensuring that they don't fall into the same trap I did.
Okay. And then again, you repeat your pre-chorus and then
Yep.
the chorus.
Yep.
After that, you repeat the same line twice, and it is, won't you pray for me? Is there a reason why you decided to repeat that twice?
I think it was more so like just the repetition of the message going, you know, help me get out of this mess. I don't want to be in this mess. Because at the time that I wrote it, I was still in that relationship, but I didn't actually realize the meaning. So that was me going SOS, basically. And I really just realized that like last year after, you know, we broke up, and I went, oh my god, that's what that's about, you know. So yeah.
Fun times.
I
Fun
know.
times, yeah.
Yes.
So that was the single Rosemary.
Mm-hmm.
Next we have Silver Lightning.
Yes.
Let's get on into that one.
Alrighty.
So it starts with the first verse. Steps upon the grey cold ice.
Mm-hmm.
Be careful to pull out my stitches with a knife.
Mm-hmm.
Suck in your lungs and hold your breath. Balance those stones and hold your breath.
So I would say this song came around when I was in grade 12, and this is when I was in beautiful Brisbane like we are now, and my parents went and called me while I was in the Brisbane City Library and went, oh, we're moving to Noosa. I said, excuse me? Well, I'm in grade 11, so I had to do like a whole new thing, like whole new school, grade 12,
Mm-hmm.
whole new year, because I was at Calvary State College, which is just up there. And yeah, that was not fun. So I pretty much had to find who I was again because I was doing so much here. And, you know, I had to start from scratch, which is so hard, especially, you know, when you're 17 and you have to move and you have no choice. So that was really, really hard. But yeah, I think it came to like a silver lining, or silver lightning, shall I say, when I discovered at my school there was a recording studio. And I remember I was in there recording like a cover of Titanium, and Peter Compass from the band The Church walked in and he offered to do guitar lessons with me. That was when I couldn't play guitar when I didn't have this. And yeah, from there, you know, he helped develop my music, and he helped with this song, as well as actually featured playing nylon string and Ebo on this song as well, which is an absolute honour to the heavens and earth. But yeah, I would say with that verse that I wrote, it's me going into the unknown and being so hurt by being dragged into the unknown, but then, you know, realising, okay, I've got to start from scratch. I'm just gonna... yeah.
And then you have a bridge before your chorus, which is, I place my horse down on your name, dark ambitions runs through my veins, and may these vines twine your heart with mine.
So I place my horse down on your name, meaning I'm betting on you, like Emma, me, to get through this. You'll get through this, you'll be fine. You know, you're in a new environment, you'll be fine. You can race through it. And dark ambition, meaning, you know, I'm seeking to be, you know, show these people or who I'm now with that, you know, I've got all this energy in me and power and force to, you know, keep going with my music and not just go, oh, I moved to like this new place, you know. And may the vines twine with your heart with mine. Understand me. So it's like, I want you to understand me, and this is where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
This is me at this point, and I'm going to start from here and keep going. I'm not going to stop.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then you go into your chorus and you say, or rather you sing, oh silver lightning strikes me down, you better tell me right now, you better tell me. You better tell me something, otherwise you're lying, oh silver lightning.
So I would say that chorus is about me obviously finding that silver lining, but it's like a lightning strike, so it's like, bam, this is what's happening now. Boom. Work on that, control that, focus on that, put the energy into that, and tell me this is, you know, tell me right now, meaning, is it okay for me to keep going? So it's kind of like when, you know, you want to get a reading for yourself, you know, and you want to see like some, what are they called? They're gypsies. What are they called?
Fortune tellers?
Yeah, that's it. So it's kind of like that. Like, tell me there's a future for me to keep going with my music from here, and then I'm going to keep going up. And it's me believing in that kind of thing to keep going.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Nice. And then a second verse in the song goes, steps upon the thick grey grass, melting candles float as they go past. Suck in your lungs and hold your breath, balance those stones and hold your breath.
So that's me finding my feet in unknown grounds, and the candles going past, meaning I brought support.
Nice, short and sweet.
Yeah.
It's cool.
That's it.
And then after the chorus repeats one more time, you have just another piece in there,
Yes.
which is, I'm sick of all your lies, baby, please don't do this anymore. I can't stand this anymore, it's killing me.
So that's me pretty much going, because I never wanted to move to the coast originally, so it's me going, I hated being here, I didn't want to be here, I wanted to come back to Brisbane. So that's that turmoil part where that's that second part of my head going, I want to go back, I want to go back, I want to go back. But then it goes back to the chorus where it's like, no, you're actually doing well here. Just keep going here and then go back.
Yeah.
Which is actually what I've done.
Exactly, yeah.
Ironically. But yeah, no. That's pretty much that second part of me, you know, telling me no, but really it's keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So as we come to a close of this, Emma, firstly, thank you for taking time out of your day to do this.
No, thank you. It's alright.
Where could people find your EP? At the moment, they do have to pre-order it because it isn't out yet. But where would they have to go if they wanted to get it?
So if you want to pre-order for my EP Aquarius, you can pre-save it on Spotify, pre-order on iTunes, Apple Music, Deezer, and Google Play.
Cool. And when is it released once they do pre-order?
It is released actually next week, so on the 24th.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that's the Friday, Saturday?
Something like that.
Something like that, yeah. So it's on the 24th of July, so very, very soon. So if you do want to check out the pre-order and get your hands on it before the release date, then go check it out now.
Awesome. And just to close off, if you had to give one bit of advice either you were given or something you learnt along your journey so far to any other artist in any sort of industry for anything, what would it be?
This is a motto that I go by, you know, every day, is that being different makes a difference, no matter what.
Cool.
Yeah.
That definitely sounds like it strikes the heart.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, you be different, but then again, you be you. And don't let anything or anyone tell you to be something that you're not, and just be true to who you are.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, again, thank you very much for taking time out of your day to come and do this.
No worries, thank you for having me.
No problem. And yeah, thank you guys for watching another video. If you like it, click the thumbs up. Otherwise, dislike it, comment, share. Tell me what you didn't like, put it in the comments down below, and we'll see you guys later. Peace.